FLosstube, it's Jen from Jen's Stitching Niche. I'm back for an update video. Today is May 1st, 2020, day 1 of Stitch Mania, which I am fully participating in. I love Stitch Mania. I buy into the whole concept. So excited to share with you my plans for this next month. I also have a finish to share with you and life update. I was going to share my 24 hours of cross stitch progress, but a lot of what I did for 24 hours of cross stitch is part of my Stitch Mania plan, so it all overlaps. Plus, I recorded this and my computer ate it. I don't know what happened. I'm so frustrated, but I've got plenty to share with you. First off, I do have a finish. My finish is Thistle Stitches from Jeanette Douglas. This was published in 2009, so it's an older chart. When I purchased it, I got it from Silver Needle, and I bought the thread pack that came with it. So it's all these purples and green silks, so pretty. And I finished it last night at 11:30. So there is my project, Thistle Stitches. Lots of specialty stitches, so beautiful. And what I love about this, number one, is the instructions are great. She does a really good job of systematically telling you what stitches to do and great diagrams. But also when you finish this, if you stitch it on the 32 count fabric that's called for, it fits perfectly in an 8x10 frame. And I have several of these framed and displayed together, so this one will join the group. So that's my finish for this week, is Thistle Stitches. All right, so I did participate in 24 hours of cross stitch. Like I explained in my last video, the way I was going to conduct my 24 hours of cross stitch is I'm using the 24 hours of cross stitch planner that Jen Lee has on her Etsy shop. And if I'll remember to, I'll put the link to her Etsy shop below. But one of the sheets you get in that planner is 24 hours of cross stitch just for fun each month, and it's lists 24 hours of 24 different things. So this month it was supposed to be 24 stitching snacks. Well, I just co-opted this and used it for my stitching list, where I stitched on a project every hour over the course of the weekend. I did not stay up 24 hours. Did not do that. So I would stitch on a project for an hour and I would add it to the list. And over the course of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was actually able to stitch 20 hours. Oh, Lord. So I got 20 hours of stitching in and stitched on lots of different projects. Thistle Stitches was one of them. Several of these are actually part of my Stitch Mania plan, so I'm going to cover those. But there were a few that I did not have not stitched on in a while, so one of them I did want to show you, because actually someone contacted me out of the blue and said, hey, do you remember in your whip parade you showed this one project? Have you finished it yet? And we went back and forth trying to figure out what it was, and it's this calico sampler from Summer House Stitch Works. I picked this whole set of cards up at the Prim Stitcher Society retreat. I went to their Merchant Mall in, I think it was 2016, 2017. It was in Marietta, Georgia. I was at a conference and I went over to, during the break, and went over to the Merchant Mall. And I bought all the charts and the fabric from, oh, her name just went out of my mind. But Summer House Stitch Works, the designer, she had a booth set up. And that's as far as I've gotten. I stitched for an hour on this and I finished the A, and I'm trying to figure out where I am. I finished the A and this little band right here. So, and it's stitched on 30 count straw linen from Weeks Dye Works. It's going to be beautiful. I think Vanna has stitched this. Did she do the model? I don't remember, but I know Vanna has stitched this, I think. So I got a little bit of work on that, but I also wanted to show because of the person who contacted me. So if that's the one we're thinking of, just let me know. But I did, get to touch 20 of my whips over the course of the weekend. Last night, like I said, I finished Thistle Stitches. But over the past week, I've been organizing and getting ready for Stitch Mania. So I've talked about my Stitch Mania in the past. I have participated in Stitch Mania since, let's see, I've got all my sheets here, my notebook pages. The first one I participated in was 2016. And that year I started 14 new projects. My plan was to do 16 or 17, but I only got through 14 new starts. Of all of those, I've finished them but one. One of them is still in my Stitch Mania plans. 5th year of Mania for that one. 2017, I've worked on 17 different projects. And look at that, 17, look at the last thing I started was Thistle Stitches. It's gone now. 2018, look at this. This is the crazy year. This is when Teresa got involved with me. And we just went crazy. Oh, we should do this, and then we'll do this. So what we did is we worked on 31 days. And then each day I actually stitched on every project. So like day 1 I started Cooper. Day 2 I started Farm Fob, but I also stitched on Cooper. Day 3 I started Pumpkin and Peacocks, but I also stitched on, Farm Fob and Cooper. It was insane. And I was traveling during this time, and I took all these projects with me because I was driving. It wasn't that big of a deal. Year 2019, I did 31 days of stitching with several starts. Now the way I do these, and I've done this, it looks like every year since 2016, is the Blimey Cat method, where I work on whips that were started in a previous Mania on the day I started them. If I finished a project from a previous Mania, then I get to start a new one in the new Mania. So with that said, this is where I stand for this year. I am doing 31 days of Mania. I have, let's see, I think it's like 17 new starts, and that leaves me with 14 whips that I'm working on. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 starts and 13 whips and 18 starts. So we're going to go through them. I'm going to show you what I'm going to stitch on, and I'll let you know if it's a whip or if it's a new start. So I have this bag that I got from 31? I can't remember. 31, this bag. I picked this up at a retreat, Katrina's retreat in Huntsville this year, and it's perfect for Stitch Mania because all of my projects fit right in there perfectly, and I can take it with me. It's going to probably sit next to my stitching spot this whole time, but just in case, I can take it with me. So first up is a whip. This is Cooper by Kathy Barrick. I started this in 2018, so this will be its third Mania, his third Mania. There he is. He is beautiful. I love this pattern. I don't know why I don't spend more time on it, because it doesn't come up on the whip wheel, I guess. And there's my progress. I'm almost halfway with this beautiful boy. So that is day 1, which will begin as soon as I finish this video. I'm going to go downstairs and sit down and stitch on my Mania, and I've got a stitch along that I have to work on, and I'm going to grade papers. So that's my plan for this evening. Day 2 is actually a new start. And I'm sorry, I got to flip everything because I went through this once already. It's so frustrating. And now I've got to go through it again because of technology. So day 2 will be a new start. This is a Shepherd's Bush kit called Embrace the Journey. It comes with everything in that little zipper pouch, and you stitch on the zipper pouch. Okay? Day 3 is a new start. It is a Chessie and Me. Oh. It's called Well Watch. This came out the 2019 market. And I am so excited to stitch that. I love Chessie and Me projects. I've got several of them. You can see right there. That's her Queen Bee stitching book. I'll pull that down in just a second and show it to you. It's really cute. Let me see if I can reach it. Have I shown you this one before? I may have. So it's just the little Queen Bee stitching book. You get the paper mache book and you stitch all these different things and finish your little needle roll, the scissor fob, and then it's just in a little paper mache box. Look how cute that scissor fob is. And then the other side is this bee skep. Queen Bee stitches. I'll put it down here. All right, got off topic that quickly. Day 4 is another new start. It's of Chessie and Me, sheepish manner. Love that. Can't wait to do that one. Day 5 is my oldest Mania whip. Started this in 2016 because my son at that time was in the school performance of The Wizard of Oz, so I was going to stitch all these Wizard of Oz things. So I picked the Spirit of Oz Santa, and this is my progress. I finished that. It's very colorful and pretty, and I have started on the witch's hat. So I need to bump this one up to focus piece, don't I? Get that thing done. He graduates from college this next year. Maybe I can get it done by I'm not setting that goal. All right. Day 6 is a new start. It is a Lizzie Kate kit. It's called Halloweenies or Halloweeny. Comes with everything but the threads. So that's going to be my day 6 Mania start. Day 7 is a whip. I started this in 2018 as a stitch along with Lori of Mischievous Stitches. And she and I have both been showing this over the past few videos because we've started working on it again on Fridays, and others have joined us. I think it's Rebecca from Socks for Mom has started stitching on this on Fridays with us. So that's my progress. So I will stitch on this tonight too because it's part of our agreement to get this thing some progress on it. We stitch on Friday nights and post pictures on Instagram. I'll put the hashtag that we use down here. Okay, day 8 is another new start. It is Joy Garden by Shepherd's Bush, and it's a complete kit. Now, Leslie from Fat Cat Flossing, you said that you've got some of these that you want to start with me. Just let me know. By the time we go through this video, I'll show you all of them that I'm starting, and just let me know which ones you want to do a stitch along with. We did this last year and you finished your project. Mine's still in this box over here, but that's okay. All right. Day 9 is another scissor fob. This is the 2016 scissor fob from Shepherd's Bush. That's all it's labeled is 2016. Okay. But it's a complete kit. Day 10, another new start. Got lots of these new starts. It's a Lizzie Kate pumpkin pocket. Just have to add my threads. Day 11 is another of these kits from Shepherd's Bush. Let me find it because they're all mixed in here. I just saw it. There it is. Shepherd's Bush scissor fob. I like these scissor fobs if you can't tell. I get them primarily from Cross Stitch Peddler. Okay? And that is Harvest Home. And then day 12 is a whip. It is Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. I started this in 2018 with Teresa. We started it on the 12th because it was a 12-part piece. And Teresa has already finished hers. I have not, because I struggle with this one, and I don't know why I struggle with it, because I love it, but I stitched on it during the 24 hours of cross stitch and added all of these bricks. But I don't know. I don't know why I haven't made more progress. I know some of you are like, because you have so many whips. Maybe. May not be the problem. Not a problem, the issue. All right, day 13, a new start. This is a Samplers Not Forgotten kit. I have several of these as well that I'm going to start during Mania this year. I love those flowers. It says something about wild pansies. All right, day 14 is a whip. This is from last year. Katrina and I started in January. Actually, we started, I think, June of 2018, planning our Mania for 2019. We were going to do things together. So first we were going to do all ornaments, and then we're like, no, we're not doing that. Then we decided we're going to do the 12 Berries of Christmas in our Stitch Mania. And I kept that, but then I added other things. And I don't know, Katrina just, you know, she changed her plans. I stuck to mine. So, but day 8 will be, now let me rephrase that. On day 14, I will work on number 8 of the 12 Berries of Christmas. So you can see I got one of the 8 maids. Really cute. All right, day 15 is a whip. It is another one of the berries. It's day 9. Okay. 16 is a new kit that I just got from Dying to Stitch. It's the Witch's Garden by Pineberry Lane. It's part of the Quaint Country Ladies Club. I signed up for that this year, and I love that. Isn't that pretty? I think Gary has already stitched this one. But I'm going to start it on May 16th. May 17th was Thistle Stitches, but Thistle Stitches is finished. So I don't have to worry about that. Do you want to see it again? Thistle Stitches is finished, so that opens up a new spot for a new start. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but right now I pulled this one. This is Little Witch by Shepherd's Bush. Teresa had this in her shop, and I just always looked at it, and I never picked up the kit. Then when I saw it at Cross Stitch Peddler, I'm like, I'm getting that. So, complete kit. So that'll be my 17, day 17. Day 18 is a new start from Honeycomb and Threads. This is a kit called Honeybee and Bloom Drum. It comes with everything, fabric, threads, and finishing. And I picked this up the Prim Stitchers Society. They had a retreat in Memphis, Tennessee. Was it last year? I think it was last year. And I picked this up, and I also picked up my little thread chest and this little thing here. Can you see that? So I picked up those 2 items there and was just super excited. Teresa had asked about the person that sells these. She's like, what do you have in there? Exactly what you want me to have in there. My little Valdani threads that I've gotten. I've picked up those for different wool applique. So pretty. Okay, so that is day 18. Day 19, it's another 12 Berries of Christmas. It is the 10th day. And day 20 is the last berry that I have to finish, the 11th day. Okay, get you set back up. I have you sitting on my office chair, so I'm hoping that it doesn't get too jumpy when I'm moving it around like that. All right, 21 is a new start. It's another Samplers Not Forgotten kit. This is Bouquet 1813. Love, love, love that. Love her stuff. Day 22, new start. Pumpkin King Nutcracker from Satsuma Street. Complete kit. Day 23 is a whip. This is the one that Leslie and I started together last year. Was it last year? Yeah, 2019. It's red, white, and blue. by Lizzie Kate. I stitched on this last week during 24 hours of cross stitch, and I got the rest of this border done. So I just need to fill in little pieces. Wouldn't it be great to get a Mania finish in Mania? Well, we'll see. I've done it once. I did the farm fob from Lizzie Kate, which is like this big, but I finished it. Okay, 24 is another new start. I'm going to start the Jack Frost kit from Brenda Gervais. This was, I picked this up at the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat in the fall of 2019. So, precious. Day 25, oops, let me get this out of my way, is Playing with Jacks from Cricket Collection. I started this last year, so it's a whip. Well, let me rephrase this. I barely started this last year, and I think I stitched on it one other time during a 24 hours of cross stitch. Lisha and I were going to start this as a stitch along several times, and this is, I don't know, maybe that way. I'm stitching it on a piece of 32 count rusty nail. Is it, let's see, grass stain, excuse me, from Teresa, Kitten Stitcher. So I need to work on that. Need to. Okay, 25 is Playing with Jacks. That's what I just showed you. 26 is a new start. I'm going to start this kit from, or this project from Teresa. It's called Let Your Heart Be Light. This was a limited edition chart that she made for Katrina Boyd's retreats. So you have to attend one of Katrina's retreats to get this one. And it comes with the thread, the finishing materials. I just have to add my fabric, which I have plenty over there, little scraps of fabric. 27 is a new start. I'm going to do Pattern Pretties from number 4 from Jeanette Douglas. 28 I don't have with me. It's going to be the Sweet Finch from Samplers Not Forgotten. It was a kit that was released at market, and I don't have my copy anymore, so I have to wait till I've got them on order for my shop, and I'm going to take one out of that order when it comes in, hopefully next week. Day 29, I don't have anything planned. It's a new start, but I'm not sure what I'm going to start. So I was thinking of another Brenda Gervais, but now I'm thinking I might do one of the little signs from the chalkboard series. I keep looking at, I've been packing a lot of orders, and as you're packing orders you get to see charts, and I'm like, ooh, I want to stitch this, I want to stitch this. So I've been kind of leaning towards the chalkboard series. I don't know, I'll have to decide. I've got the time. That's on the 29th of May. I have to make a decision. Day 30 is a whip. This is another one that Lisha and I started together last year. It's a Cricket Collection October. And I have made very little progress over the year, but in the past month, I've gotten quite a bit done. So last year, I only got like half of this leaf, but all in the past, like March and April, I got all of this done. So this is on Anubis from Under the Sea Fabrics. And then my last day of Stitch Mania will be a whip. It is another one I started with Lisha, and she's like finished. It is the Scary Apothecary series. I think Lisha has done 3 or 4 of these, and I'm still working on the first one, Broomstick Fuel. But I'll get to stitch on that. And those are my Mania plans. So lots of good projects to work through. Can't wait to get to those. I'm actually going to finish this video in a minute, and then I'm going to go start stitching. So I hope everyone enjoys Stitch Mania with whatever plans you have for Stitch Mania. Just enjoy it. I will be back next week for another update video, let you see my progress on my different starts and whips. Thank you all for all the sweet comments. I've been getting some really great feedback from everyone. Everybody seems to be enjoying the Stitch Mania plan videos and just the updates. We've all been able to kind of communicate more with each other. Enjoy the weekend and enjoy Stitch Mania, and I will see you soon. Bye.